Hey everyone, it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be Shop My Stash, where I share with you guys all the products that I picked out from my collection that I'm going to be using this week. As you guys know, I house everything over there for Shop My Stash that I use at the bottom drawer, so I literally just picked out my bottom drawer and thought I would share with you guys the items I'm going to be using this week. So I kind of like to go in the order that I like to use these products on my face. That's just kind of how I think through things. So the first item that I'm going to be using is a primer this week, and this is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer. And this is a radiant primer. The blue one specifically is for light to medium skin tones, and I believe the pink one is for like medium to deep skin tones. So I have the blue one. I am going to be using kind of a full coverage mattifying foundation, so I thought I would go ahead and use kind of a radiant primer underneath to kind of balance out like looking matte at the same time but having some radiance. So the foundation this week I'm going to be using, because this is the only foundation that currently matches my skin tone since I have some color right now, is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. And the new shade I have is Light Medium Sand. So these are the two products I'm going to be using together to kind of have some radiance, but yet kind of control the oil at the same time and be full coverage. So that is those products. Now to set my entire face, I'm going to be using a new product that I picked up from the drugstore. This is the Maybeline Super Stay Better Skin Transforming Powder, and I was super excited about this. I did pick up the shade Porcelain, and I'm going to be using this and see how it goes. I picked this up before like I had any color, so I'm probably not the Porcelain shade anymore, but we will go ahead and try it out this week and see how it is. But I'm super excited to try this in general, since it's kind of supposed to be like better than your skin kind of a look, but yet very, very natural. So very excited about this. Let me know if you guys want a review on this next week. Now the concealer I'm going to be using this week was the Too Faced Born This Way Natural Radiant Concealer. Again, I was going for something that would bring a little bit of radiance to the face. I was really tempted to use the new Tarte concealer just because I'm using the Tarte foundation, but the foundation is already full coverage, so I wanted to go more of like a medium radiant type of concealer, so that is the one I'm going to be using this week. And then setting it is a new powder that I picked up that you guys will see in my Sephora haul later this week. This is the Besame Brightening Violet Face Powder, and so this is supposed to be brightening, and then it's supposed to be for light to medium skin tone. So they have this one, they have a pink, they kind of a yellow one, a vanilla shade, and things like that. So I picked up the purple, which is supposed to match my skin tone as well as give it a brightening effect for setting the underneath the eyes. So I'm super excited. I had been wanting that product for a long time, but they never really had it in store. So when I finally saw it, like as I was checking out, finally the purple shade, I was like, oh, I have to have it. So I'm so excited to try that this week. As far as the bronzer goes, I'm going to be using my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel bronzer because it's just so beautiful outside lately and so summery, and I just kind of want to be bronzed and glowy. So this is what I'm going to be using. This is my favorite for the summer. I love it. I don't usually like cream products, but this is such a nice like cream to powder finish. I love it. So I'm going to be using this week and just giving me a really nice bronzed glow, whether I want to contour or just bronze up the whole face. Let's see, some cheek products I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using the Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade number 5, which is Nude Pop. I was kind of going for like, again, this week I was just really inspired by like bronzy, glowy skin, just kind of minimalistic and just bronze look. So I'm going for a nude, and then I did pick out a blush topper. I picked the Wet n Wild, the Princess Daiquiris Ombre blush. I thought these would be paired nicely together to give it a little bit of a glowy effect. And then the highlighter I'm going to be using this week, actually two highlighters. One is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. I saw Jaclyn Hill use these in a different way, which I knew you could use them, but I was just kind of unsure about. She used this in her last video as an actual cream highlight, and these dried down. You guys kind of had asked me in my last video to a really nice powder finish. Like there's nothing tacky about them. They feel really amazing on the skin. Now once you've kind of placed them where they are and let them set, like they're not gonna move, so you do kind of have to work quickly. But so some days I will be using this as my cream highlight. It looks so beautiful and natural on the skin. I love it. I did pick out the shade Celestial that I'm going to be using, and I was so excited. Sunkissed finally came back in stock, so I did place a Sephora order to order that one. That is the lightest official matte bronzer shade, so I did pick that one up. And then the other highlighter I'm going to be using is this Marc Jacobs Spotlight Glow Stick. I did get this sent to me complimentary from Influencer to go ahead and try and do a review on. So I'm going to be using this week and seeing how I like it every other day from that highlighter I just mentioned and see how I like it. And then you guys will probably see a review on that product the following week. Now let's see, 2 new brow products that you, again, will see in my Sephora haul that I picked up over the weekend. This is the Benefit 3D Brow Tone in the shade number 4 and the Browvo Conditioning Primer. I'm super excited about this one because it's got some really interesting claims. It says you can wear it at night to condition your eyebrows to have a fuller, thicker look, and then you can also use it as a primer to your other brow products. So I'm excited to see if this one's gimmicky or if it really does kind of create fuller eyebrows. So definitely going to be using this one non-stop all week. Let's see, some eye products I'm going to be using. As you guys know, last week I used the Loreal Voluminous Primer. I did like it. I used it with the Loreal Voluminous Mascara. I liked it, but I couldn't see a huge difference. So I decided this week I'm going to continue to use it, but I'm going to use it with another mascara that I love. You guys are probably sick and tired of hearing about this, but I love the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. So I'm going to use these two together. I actually have it on my eyes right now, and I did really like it and noticed a bigger difference with these two together than with the other one. So I'm going to give it a go this week and see how I like it. Let me know if you guys want an actual review and demo on this product, or if you just kind of want a quick follow-up and next week shop my stash. But I definitely can do a separate video and like a demo so you guys can see, you know, difference on each eye. If you want that, let me know for sure. Now, as far as the eyeshadows I'm going to be using this week, I decided I'm going to go ahead and break out my Makeup Geek palette. This includes all my staples that I've already had in my collection, as well as the new line of Makeup Geek eyeshadows that released maybe a month or two ago that I had done a review on. This does not include my foiled eyeshadows because I thought I would give some love to these new babies that I had tried out that I just haven't had a chance to use a ton. So I was like, all right, you know what? I need to be using these a lot more. So I'm going to be using these. There's so many fun colors to use. So I'm going to be doing that. I went for a very, very minimalistic look in today's video. So I literally only used Peach Smoothie and this shade right here, which I can't remember if that one's Barcelona Beach. No, Beaches and Cream. That's literally, I kind of just put a little in my crease and that was it. So using lots of Makeup Geek eyeshadows this week. Now, as far as my lip products, again, I was kind of going for like a glowy, bronzed up look. So I'm not using any eyeliner this week. I've kind of been going for that like wide-eyed, doe-eyed look where you just have like a really pretty look on the eyes or a fresh look and then some really nice mascara. So no eyeliner this week. But as far as my lips, I'm going to be trying out 3 new products. I actually kind of used them a little bit over the weekend and I was so in love. I picked up 3 shades and I was like, I need more. So I think I went ahead and ordered like 3 more. These are the Maybeline Color Jolt Intense Lip Paints. Oh my god, you guys, I'm so in love in this shade specifically, which is Orange Outburst. It's so beautiful. If you guys saw my Snapchat, I was in love with it and I have not stopped wearing it all weekend. And then the other shades I picked up were Never Bare, which is kind of a pink one. It's actually what I have on my lips right now. And Stripped Down, which is a nude. And so I went ahead and picked up like the official red color and then like a pinky red and then a pink color. The only one I stayed away from, I believe, is a dark berry color and an actual purple color. As much as I love purple, you guys know I do, I was just like, no, I don't need another purple one because it's not something I can wear every day. And I already have tons of purple products anyway. So I got colors that I could wear, you know, more regularly during the week or to work, except for that one. That's not really work appropriate, but beautiful. Definitely my favorite by far. So I'm going to be using these this week, and then I wanted to do a review on them, but since I went ahead and picked up the other colors, I wanted to wait till that Ulta order came in. It was supposed to be here on Friday. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened with it, but it says it's not getting delivered till Monday, so I can't do a review on it till next week for you guys, but I wanted you to see all the shades, so definitely a review and lip swatches and swatches of that will be coming in next week. 4th of July week, I believe, those will be coming. And then another product I had recently picked up and I was like, ooh, I want to use this week. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Crush. I had kind of forgotten how much I actually really enjoy the ABH liquid lipsticks. I have Pure Hollywood and something else. I can't remember, but I think I used Pure Hollywood a lot last week and I was like, man, I really like these. I forgot about it. So I went ahead and picked up a new shade. So let me go ahead and swatch this one for you. It's just kind of a light pinky nude. It's really pretty. And so I really liked it when I swatched it. I wore it yesterday and I was like, yeah, I like you. So I really like this. I used it with the Jouer Skinny Lip Topper or Skinny Dip Lip Topper. Oh my gosh. It looks beautiful. I loved it so much. So I'm going to be using that this week, and those are all the products that I'm going to be trying out this week. Now quickly, I did want to address some products that I had used last week in Shop My Stash that I would kind of give you guys an update. That was the 2 Soap and Glory products as well as the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I ended up returning all 3 of those products. None of them really worked for me. I tried so hard to make that Too Faced foundation work because I was just like, oh, I want to make you work. People love you. It looks really great on the skin for like 2 hours, and then it just looks greasy on me no matter what I did, and it broke up on my nose every single time. I tried like every freaking primer under the sun and could not make it work. So I also think it wasn't the right shade. I had gone and color matched and they still told me I was the lightest shade. And I'm like, I don't think I'm the lightest shade right now, luckily. So it didn't really color match me that well to begin with, and I just didn't enjoy it. So that one went back. Now as far as the, what is it called, like the whatever blot primer from Soap & Glory, one heck of a blot primer, that's what it is. I liked it, I thought it did a good job, but I didn't think it was anything different than some of the other primers I already have in my collection. Specifically, I would compare it to the Makeup Forever mattifying primer, which is the dark gray tube. I thought they're kind of like essentially the same. If I didn't have the Makeup Forever one already and have like a pretty decent amount still left, I probably would have kept the Soap & Glory primer, but I didn't need both. To me, like, they're the same thing, and I don't use those all over my face every single day. It's more like the summertime and kind of around my really oily areas. That's all I use it for. So I just didn't think I needed both in my collection. But if you're wanting to know which one is better, I think they're essentially the same, and I'm assuming Soap & Glory is actually cheaper. So if you're on the market for a very mattifying primer that kind of is tacky, you could get Soap & Glory and it'd be a little bit cheaper. But I already had Makeup Forever and just didn't need to double it up, so I returned that one, but I did enjoy it. And then as far as the foundation, I had such high hopes for that one heck of a blot foundation. Normally that color that I got, Fair Enough, wouldn't work for me. It'd be too dark, but because I have sun, it actually worked for me. It might have even been too light, but I just could not get on board with it. And I had such high hopes for it because if you guys watch Casey Holmes, she has really oily skin, and like, I love her videos. I've watched her for a long time. She loves that foundation. So I was like, okay, it's finally in my store. I'm gonna get it. She raves about it. I have common oily skin. It's summer. This is a perfect time to try it. You guys, I could not make it work. It was so thick and cakey. For whatever reason, when I would put it around my nose, one, it would break up like no other. And I was like, okay, I kind of have trouble with that no matter what. That's okay. I won't hold it against it. But then it was so cakey around the mouth where it was kind of crepey and like peeling off. Like, it didn't blend well whether I was using a brush or a beauty blender. I think it actually did worse with the beauty blender, but yet I liked applying it better with the beauty blender. It was a little bit easier, but yet it looked crepier and thicker and cakier, and no matter what I did, it just looked so cakey and emphasized like all the wrong areas of my face, and I could not work with it. Every time I was just so frustrated, so I ended up returning that as well. So I just wanted to let you guys know, to give you a quick little update on those products that did not work out for me last week from Shop My Stash. So anyways, these are all the products that I'm going to be using this week. I'm super excited about some of the new brow products and the lip jolts. Oh my god, I'm so excited about those Maybeline jolts. They are so good, you guys. So I'm excited to keep using them the rest of the week and see the new shades when they come in from Ulta as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!